57 live eBay listings, 26 fields each. Title, price, condition, shipping, how many sold, and how many people are watching. 3.3 seconds. No browser, no proxy list. And the obvious way to do this in Python gets a 403 in a tenth of a second. Here is the difference. eBay is one of the better scraping targets because the data is genuinely useful. Live pricing across sellers, condition, sold counts, and watcher counts, which is about as close to real demand signal as you get publicly. 3 things in this video: why the naive approach fails on eBay specifically, the one call that works, and how to go from a single search to a full price tracking loop. One note before we start: everything here is public page data. Public data is not personal data, and if you are collecting anything that identifies a person, you need a lawful basis for it. Here is eBay's search page, and here is what is guarding it. Rate limiting first. A search page is expensive to serve, so it is watched closely. IP reputation second. I sent a plain request from an ordinary connection, and it was refused before any rate limit could possibly apply. Third, fingerprinting. And eBay runs commercial bot management, so the refusal comes back as a plain 403 with no CAPTCHA to solve. And fourth, the markup moves, and I can show you exactly how much. The class name that every older eBay tutorial tells you to select on, S-item, appears 0 times in eBay's live HTML today. It is S-card now, which means most of the eBay scraping code on the internet is already dead code. One thing worth knowing, eBay does have an official API. If you are building against your own listings, use it. But it will not hand you a competitor's full search results page the way scraping does. And production access is an application, not a sign-up. So let us try it the direct way. Requests, a user agent, beautiful soup, and a selector for the listing cards. Run it. 403. Forbidden. Not 0.13 seconds. Not throttled, refused on site. And you can fix this. Residential proxies get you past the IP check at roughly a couple of dollars a gigabyte and up. A real browser fingerprint gets you past the second check. A CAPTCHA solver handles what is left. Each one is a solved problem, and together they are a system you now own, on a site that redesigns its listing cards whenever it likes. For a handful of listings, that is fine. Run it daily across categories, and your free scraper has a proxy bill and a maintenance schedule. Here is the version that just works. One call. eBay/search, your query, your key. Back come 57 listings, 26 fields each, 200 OK in 3.3 seconds. And I ran that live. That is not a number off a marketing page. Look at what is in a listing. Title, price, currency, condition, shipping, returns, quantity sold, watchers, buying format, whether it is an auction or buy it now, and the item ID. That sold and watchers pair is the interesting one, because most scrapers get you price, and price on its own does not tell you whether anything is actually moving. Want one specific item instead? eBay/product, with the item ID or the URL, gives you 16 fields for that listing in under 2 seconds. And the proxies, the retries, and the fingerprinting are none of your business. Now scale it. Page walks the result pages, so a loop from 1 to 10 gives you the category. Domain switches marketplace. .com, .co, .uk, .de, which matters because the same item is priced differently per market. Country routes the request through that region. There is also an endpoint for a seller's full inventory, and one for related searches if you are mapping a category. Cost is 5 credits a call, flat, and the free key starts at 5,000. So roughly your first 1,000 searches are free, with no card. A practical price tracker is that search call on a schedule, storing price and quantity sold per item ID, and diffing it. That is a genuinely useful tool in about 30 lines. Recap. eBay refuses plain requests immediately, and it is not a rate limit, it is the IP. One call gets you 57 listings with 26 fields, including sold and watcher counts. And page, domain, and country are what turn one search into a tracker. There is a free key in the description with 1,000 searches on it, no card. And if you want the general version of this for any site at all, that video is linked too. Thanks for watching.